Yo, what is going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we've got a brand new video, this time talking about, you guessed it, Bitcoin, and it's a big price move. A lot of people getting worried, talking about it, and just calling for all the bears to come back. And I just think that people are, again, blowing everything out of proportion. But you can take a look at the recent stories and things, kind of piece things together, and come up with a better outlook where you're not necessarily just going on sentiment, which is very bearish right now, but sentiment changes for Bitcoin and for anything in the investing world on the flip of a dime. So you can literally see people go from bullish to bearish in a couple days, depending on what things happen. So we're just going to look at what's happening in Bitcoin now and what you can try and make from it. And we've got some pretty good news, actually. So apart from the sentiment and like public, like people talking about it, saying that they're bearish and Bitcoin to 20K, Bitcoin to 10K, Bitcoin is worthless, we can look at more data so that you can see things like the shorts, which we've seen before. And this is a huge number right here. The shorts down 65%. This was over 25,000 shorts just a couple of days ago, and the shorts have absolutely plummeted. And you can see the longs starting to actually pick up as well. So here's the price right here, $32,566 for a Bitcoin. But shorts plummeting. We can see like what the chart looked like before was just this in reverse. So you can see like shorts went from almost 25,000 Bitcoin shorted. These are unhedged. So this is the shorted. 25,000 short goes all the way down to 3,500 shorts. And then you can see the unhedged absolutely plummeted. They took their profits. They took whatever the shorts did for them, and they're not shorting it anymore. You can even look to like this chart over here, which is the percent short and long. So the percent that are going long, percent that are going short. And you can see that as of June 20th, so yesterday, when all these shorts started to kind of get wiped out and sold, you can see percent long is 73% and the short is 26%. And this percent short plummets to under 7% and the long is 93%. So maybe we're seeing these move from shorts to long. They've shorted the market, all of this different types of stuff. They take advantage of the losses, and they can, like big hedge funds and big money management firms can take advantage of these huge drops in crypto by selling their crypto at a loss and tax loss harvesting so that they can pay less taxes for their clients and for their firms. And then they can short the market before they sell to sell, tax loss harvest that, and then make money on those sales as well. So that could have been something that we saw, but we're seeing more longs taken, less shorts taken, which is a good sign. I'm very excited to see the shorts finally dipping down. 25,000 shorts was a lot. That puts a lot of downward pressure on Bitcoin. And without them, maybe we can find a rally. We've seen the price bounce off of like 31.3, I think it was, to bounce back up to 32.5. So hopefully, we see kind of a bottom setting in where this was pretty much the other support or the previous support, where when we got pushed down to 30K, 29K on some exchanges, that bounced right back up. And now we're kind of getting a higher support, and maybe without this short pressure and selling pressure, downward pressure on Bitcoin, you see something positive come from this where the price can finally rally. And then one other reason we can see right here, MicroStrategy has purchased their Bitcoin. They announced that they raised the funding for $500 million to buy Bitcoin. They bought, 13,005 Bitcoin for 489 million in cash at the average price 37,000 on the 21st, so today. And then 105,000 Bitcoin they now hold for almost $3 billion, which is crazy. But this was a signal to a lot of traders. This is what they were waiting for to buy or to sell their positions. A lot of people heard that MicroStrategy was raising money, so they buy Bitcoin and the price goes up, and then they wait until this announcement for MicroStrategy to say that they've done their purchase, and then they sell because that's the event they've been waiting for to trade Bitcoin. So this is also a reason we might see the price being dropped right now and seeing it being pushed down. All the traders that got in, maybe they got in on leverage too, so they could have like 100x traded and took Bitcoin, bought it when they announced this, sell it when they've obviously announced that they've made the purchase, and now all of those people are done trading. So we're seeing the bottom set in. I think that we're seeing a bottom set in. We're seeing where more people who want to hold Bitcoin, buy and hold it, can get in here, and less traders and leverage traders, which is good for, stability and finding like bases. So you won't see as much volatility, although I think we still will see volatility because of everything that's going on. But the traders might not be as interested in pushing prices up and down based on news because there's no more news. No more MicroStrategy buying $500 million worth. And the final thing we're going to look at that is affecting the price, as it always has historically, is the hash rate. Obviously, you can see right here, this is the last 30 days of the hash rate. We were going up and fine, and then we've started plummeting. And the reason being is that China has actually banned, or they're actually going through with actually banning mining or getting rid of miners and taking away those miners in China. They're cutting off power to them. They're kicking them out. And, a lot of people are saying, oh, this is like gotcha moment. Oh, China's shutting it down. Get rid of it. Dump it. But historically, anything that China has banned, you should invest in it. Where they banned Facebook, they banned Twitter, they banned Google, they banned all technology that is like runs the world now, and they banned it. So if you would have invested in things like Google, Facebook, Twitter, Apple, when China announced bans on these big tech stuff, you would have made a lot of money. So the lesson is buy whatever China bans. But the hash rate, short term, this is why we might see more volatility because of the hash rate going down. But it's going to be a good thing in the long term for Bitcoin. So one of the narratives is obviously China coin, all the mining is done in China, and we're seeing China miners being shut down and kicked out. And guess what? The Bitcoin network doesn't care. Bitcoin runs on. Every 10 minutes, there's a block made. Doesn't matter. The only thing that's going to come out of this, I think, and it's going to be a good thing, is that the Bitcoin miners that are in China are going to disperse across the world. So it's just going to be even more decentralized. You already see Miami reaching out saying, we want you here. We want the China Bitcoin miners to operate here. It brings jobs. It brings in money. Texas has said they want the Bitcoin miners to come there. Again, same thing, brings jobs and money. So you can see a lot of demand or a lot of want for these miners, and that's a good thing. And the Bitcoin network, in the short term, the hash rate going down because of miners turning off could affect the price and bring much more volatility. But in the long term, the hash rate will go back up when these miners relocate, and they're all going to. They're all going to, go across the world. Some will come probably to the U.S., Canada, maybe in El Salvador, maybe if they attract them there and want to use the volcano energy and do all of that stuff and get involved with more countries. So mining will decentralize, the hash rate will decentralize, and there won't be any more China FUD. You won't be able to say China controls Bitcoin because they kicked out their miners, and guess what? Bitcoin's still going on, Bitcoin still operates, and the miners just move somewhere else. And then lastly, what people need to focus on is the Bitcoin price long term. People need to stop focusing on short term. You see the 3-month chart. This is super short term, and this is what people compare it to. You can see like 52,000 down to what it is now, 32.5. And what you can just do is zoom out. So if you zoom out, you can see the price go from $9,300, rallied up to $63,000, and then we're at $32,005 right now. So $9,000 to $32,000 is a great return in 1 year. And people just are too short-sighted. And I can understand it can be very emotional. The psychology of money is to, not want to lose money. So you think short term, and it's hard to zoom out, but that's just what everybody's got to do in any investment. If you can say, I'm putting this money in here for 5 years, for 10 years, and go in with that mindset, you can be a lot more profitable and make a lot more money than someone who says, this is going to make me rich. They buy it, and then it goes down 10%, 20%, and they sell it because they don't want to lose any more money. Whereas you should be doing the opposite. If you really like something, you should be actually buying more when it goes down 10, 20%. Because it's basically on sale at that point. So guys, that is the news for Bitcoin right now. A lot of events going on, a lot of things that are affecting the price, affecting, how people think about Bitcoin. But overall, in the long term, I think it will all work out and it will all be perfectly fine and actually make Bitcoin much stronger than it is today. So as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in my next video.